everyone, and welcome to Stan the Wine Man TV. I am your host, Stan Rattan, and this is the Blue Collar Wine Show, where I help you spend your wine dollars wisely. Before we get started, you obviously can see we're doing cans again. Yeah, baby. I just wanted to shout out to, I met a young lady at a tasting in Seattle, and she recognized me from my YouTube channel. I really appreciate that. That was awesome. It's very cool, but I forgot to ask her name. And I felt really stupid. She told me she worked in a restaurant. Somebody from Friday Harbor goes there all the time. I didn't even ask her where the restaurant was. I think it was a little bit gobsmacked that somebody actually recognized me from my YouTube channel. It's happened another couple of times, but this one was like out of the blue, and I'm sorry. Could you just make a comment if you're watching this video, whoever you are, just let me know your name and what restaurant you work at. And I'll mention it in my next episode, because that was just really nice. You were really nice, and it was really cool to meet you, and I wish I would have got your name and where you worked. But I didn't, so there you go. Sorry about that. Really am sorry about that. This video is going to be dedicated to Lauren. Lauren is a sales rep from Southern Glazers that calls on me, and she always gets a kick out of giving me cans. She just loves it, because all these people are coming out with these canned wines, and she watched my last episode I did, not the spritzers, but the canned wine episode, and she just gets such a kick. She gets such a kick out of my reaction to some of these canned wines. So we have 5 wines here. We're going to get right at it. The reason I do these canned wine episodes is because I know cans are very convenient and they're very popular, and a lot of people ask for them, and I do have some at the store, but I'm very, very selective. I don't want you to buy canned wine and get garbage in the canned wine. And you saw that last episode I did. I got a lot of views on that one. A lot of those wines were just not that good. And I don't want, even if you're spending only $4.99 or $5.99 or whatever it is, I've got the price list right here. I can't write on the can. I still want you to get a good can of wine. You know what I mean? You want it to be at least decent. So let's get started. The first one is the Sawtooth Pinot Gris. These guys are from Idaho. Catch the taste of adventure, it says. Vented and bottled by Sawtooth Winery, Walla Walla, Washington. So they're bottling it or canning it in Walla Walla. I actually thought they were from Idaho, but it says Walla Walla on there. There you go. This rolls in at $6.99 for a can. And this is a 375 or half a bottle. There you go. Pinot Gris. Not going to get much of a nose. I'm drinking it like you would drink it. People that buy canned wines are going to drink it out of the can. I did the very first one I did a while back. I poured it in a little solo cup, and I said, what am I doing? You know what? People are going to be drinking it out of a can. Now, there will be some people that put it in a cup, probably. But most of you are going to drink it out of a can. Not bad. I'm not a big Pinot. Well, it has a little bit of honey flavor, a little bit of pear, a little bit of apple, green apple. For some reason, I don't know why, the can part is getting to me a little bit. I taste a little bit of can on the wine. They put these new liners in. Now these are much better. You don't get that can flavor. But that could be just my imagination. You know, I'm going to say not too shabby. A little bit of pear, a little bit of apple. I get that kind of a nice ripe pear element that comes. Who would do such a thing? Anyway, not bad. I think this is a serviceable wine. I think it's okay. Decent wine. I'm going to go C+ on this wine. I think it's pretty good. Let's move on. This is the Sawtooth Rosé wine. Again, rolls in at $6.99. Sawtooth Rosé, vented and bottled, Sawtooth Winery, Walla Walla, Washington. There you go. I didn't know they were in Walla Walla. Maybe they moved there. Anyway, Walla Walla. Now, they used to do a Syrah. They had a Syrah one time. I really like it. Well, they still do have a Syrah. I just don't have it in the store. I didn't realize who carried the Sawtooth wines. But their Syrah is real funky, kind of cool, really good. So anyway, good, decent Pinot Gris. I wouldn't feel bad about selling that wine. So it's a $6.99. So 2 cans would be $14. And $14 for a Pinot Gris is not that bad for a bottle of Pinot Gris. let's see what the rosé wine is all about. Really dry, which is pretty cool. If you're a big rosé nut, you will like this wine if you like dry rosé. Now, you know what? Underwood, I thought their rosé was really good. I like this rosé. Now, these are pretty decent wines in a can. I'm just saying. I like them. It says a little strawberry, a little rhubarb coming through. You know what? $6.99, guys. These are worth it. I'm going to go actually B- on the rosé. I'm stoked about these wines. They're really good. Really good. But maybe some of the better... I've always been a big fan of Underwood. I like their wines. I think they're really cool. But these are pretty good. I'm serious. I'm going to polish off that rosé after this episode. Just saying. It's good. Little touch of sweetness. But the citrus finish dries it out. Really cool wine. I like it a lot. B-. Let's move on. So this is a new, which is a project by, I believe, Chateau Ste. Michelle. This is a 187, I believe. Or 250 ml, excuse me. 250 ml. 2017 rose. The new one's $3.99 for a 250 ml. Smaller can. Nice little package. Anew. It's a little rosé for somebody who may not want to drink half a bottle and they're sitting. Let's see what we get on this one. This is also dry. Now, believe it or not, this does not have the depth of the Sawtooth. It's a little not quite as complex as the Sawtooth. It's okay. It's good. Actually, it's not bad. I get a little like a peach component, a little bit of strawberry, a little bit of cherry. Not too bad. B- someone with C+ on this one. Another good canned wine, decent canned wine. This episode is way better than the last one I did on so far. I've got 3 in a row that I thought, you know, decent wines. I wouldn't feel bad about selling them. I think people will like the Anew. Even has a tiny little bit of diesel component. I like the kind of peach flavor that comes through on the back end. C+, hedging towards B-. 2 good rosés, a decent Pinot Gris. I'm liking it so far. Let's move on. Now this is the one that we kind of got most excited about. Another 250 ml. This is Jam Cellars Butter Chardonnay in a can. Now butter, Chardonnay in the bottle. Huge. Huge. Everybody's after butter Chardonnay. Now it has to be more than marketing because most people, you know, butter's a great name for a Chard. Everybody's shooting for the Rombauer place. Now, the butter Chardonnay in a bottle goes for about $18. Now, I know I looked online at Wine Searcher, and a lot of the stores like Total Wine and those guys at Bevmo are selling it for cheaper than that, of course, because there's big competition for that market of people that like the butter wine. I sell a boatload of it, a crap load of it at the store. This is $6.49 for a 250 ml. So the Anew was what, $3.99? So a little bit more. Butter Chardonnay. Nice packaging. Yeah, let's see what we get. I'm excited to try this one. I can even smell a little butter on the nose. Okay, it's a little fakey on the butter side, but not bad. Again, for those people who want a buttery Chardonnay, if you want a can of buttery Chardonnay, this is the baby for you. This will do it for you. It's not too fakey. I don't get a lot of that kind of oak dust powder thing going on. You might even want to pour this in a sorry guys, I'm just running over here, a solo cup. I'm thinking these, glamping on, and doing the Chardonnay, you might want to pour it in a glass. The ladies who drink buttery Chardonnay might want to do it in a solo cup. Yep, buttery on the nose. A little bit of nuttiness going on too. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of this style of Chardonnay. I do like them sometimes. I could drink this Chard. I could. This would be fun to have with, it'd be cool to have it with crab. I can see this going with crab. Just, of course, by the campfire. If you're glamping by the lantern, whatever. Yeah. I'm going to go C plus B minus on that as well. I think they did a good job of kind of emulating what is in the bottle and put it in the can. Might even be the same juice. I don't know. At that price, $6.49 for a 250 ml, it might actually be the same Chardonnay that they put in the bottle, which is kind of cool. There you go. Now, last but not least, I should have had this one before the butter. Not knowing what I get into. I don't have a price on this one. This is the Barnard Griffin, Rob Griffin, who is coming to the island next year to do a tasting, has put his Chardonnay in a can. So I'm curious about this. I'm just going to guess based on Rob's pattern. It's probably around $6.99, $5.49, $6.99, just saying. This is the Good Washington wine that happens to be in a can. That's cool. This is the Cestlevin Barnard Griffin Chardonnay Washington wine. I didn't get a price from the dude who gave this to me. Thank you, Brad, for sharing this with me. Let's see what we get. No butter on the nose with this baby. Damn. 5 in a row. This is pretty good. Not buttery like the butter Chardonnay, but just nice, clean Chardonnay, which is really cool. I don't get any funk. There's not, this might be really close to what Rob puts in his bottle. Little apple, just a slight hint of pear. Nice, smooth across the palate. Yeah, I mean, you could sit down. You could have this with crab. You could have it with halibut. You could have it with a lot of different things. Chicken. That was the other thing I was saying. The roasted chicken. If you're barbecuing chicken, this would be. I actually like the Barnard Griffin better just because that's my style. Really decent Chardonnay. I'm going to go straight up B. I think Rob did a nice job. Good job, Rob. I think his daughter's involved in the white wine process. But excellent job, guys. 5 in a row that were pretty decent Chardonnays, pretty decent wines in a can. I like this episode much better than the last one. I'm very excited about this. I now have other choices to bring into the store. I'm so excited. Hey, thanks for taking a little bit of time to watch. I hope you're enjoying these episodes. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm getting more subscribers. I really appreciate it. I don't do anything like buy subscribers or anything like that. I'm just going about this, This is not a sprint. It's a marathon. You keep watching, and I'll keep helping you spend your wine dollars.